Hi, today my review is on the Gallagher Girls Series by Ali Carter. So far there's been 4 books in this series, and the 5th one is not out till 2012, so it's a long wait for the 5th one. Basically it's a series about a spy school, so it's not supernatural, and so girls go to school, only girls go to school to become spies. And it's not a terribly original idea because, you know, we had schools for wizards and demigods and vampires, but I find these books endearing, and overall they're an enjoyable read. They are a little bit kiddie, particularly the first one, but I did enjoy them. Perhaps they're for, you know, a little bit of a younger audience. They're not like for everyone, but they're quite good. This is the first one. I tell you I love you, but then I have to kill you. All the books have kind of those funny titles. I actually like the title. There's Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy, Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover, and Only the Good Spy Young. So this is, it's not very, very long. You know, it's okay. It's good length. And yes, that's the first one. So Cammy is the main character, and I think she's likable because she has, you know, this kind of strength and badassness. But you know, you do get to see lots of moments, you know, where she's more vulnerable, and I like that in a character. And her friends, they can get a little irritating at times. Well, I was listening to the audio version, and their voices are very irritating. But I like the protectiveness of Cammy, and they do band together, and that's good to read about. So overall, I mean, it's an enjoyable series. There's the second book on gets much better. So if you read the first book and you're like, this is like for 12-year-olds, stick with it, and I promise you'll enjoy the next ones more. So I mean, I know these books aren't for everyone, but I mean, if you just want something to read, I mean, it doesn't take too much thinking, and you know, there's some funny parts, and the story does get more serious in the 3rd and 4th books. But I enjoy them, and I think other people could. So I've a long wait now for the 5th one, and it's so annoying. But overall, they're good. They're not great, but they're good. So if you don't want to know any spoilers about the series, I suggest you switch off now. Okay, so as I said, the first book is quite kiddie and not much happens. The girls, they treat, you know, a boy like a mission. Yeah, okay. But the second book got more interesting. There was a much better love interest with Zach, and a bit more action, and even though it was a school exam, but I kept waiting for some big spy life or death situation, you know, outside of school. I mean, I kept waiting for that, and then finally in the 3rd book that came, and I really liked the storyline with Cammy and Macy, and you don't know who the people, so you don't know who is more kind of in danger, is it Cammy or Macy, and I kind of predicted from the beginning that it could be Cammy. I was really happy when that did happen because, you know, Cammy is the main character, and 3rd and 4th books got really exciting, and there was a real sense of danger, and I really started to like Zach. He was a great character, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the story where Cammy needed to protect her, and these bad people after her. But now at the end of the 4th one, she decided to run away and we'll travel on her own. So it'll be really exciting to see what happens in the 5th book. I do think her dad is going to come into it. I mean, come on, I mean, he's missing, they keep mentioning him, no body was found, he's going to turn up eventually. I kind of prefer if he didn't. They always have to have these long lost people showing up in books. But it's a good series overall. I mean, it's not the most original and mind-boggling series, but it's good. There are a few negative points though, I have to say. The author writes very implicitly, like sometimes I have to read sequences over and over to try and get the image in my head. For example, you know, the scene at the end of the 3rd book where these people come by in a van and they try to kidnap Clary, and her aunt ends up getting shot. And that scene was really difficult for me to imagine in my head, like the way things were described and written. I'm still not 100% sure how it turned out. So that was one of the negatives. Another thing is, like, the author embraces the whole spy school theme, but sometimes she does it too much. Like, every single reference in a book has to have some spy pun or something, and she does repeat a lot of phrases. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I remember just thinking that. One of them is, Cam used to say a lot, oh my god, actual kissage, or oh my god, actual paintage, I don't know, like some verb and age at the end. So that came up a lot. Yeah, also, it's just a small thing, but when they're speaking in another language, the author never fully translates it, which is really annoying, I think. So you're not 100% sure what they said. And then also, I know it's a fictional novel, but these girls are like geniuses. They're like fluent at like every single language. They know all this scientific, like making bombs and everything, and they can like judge scenes from like a glimpse of 2 seconds. It's a bit unrealistic, but I mean, it's a spy school. Yeah, so as I said, it's recommended. It's not the best series in the world, but they are enjoyable, I do have to say. And there's a long wait for the 5th one, which is a pity. But anyway, thanks very much for watching my review today. And if you have any opinion on the series, please let me know in the comments.